if you want to move money through time, how do you do it? You can't do it with the currency. The money is broken. The money was always broken. It's been broken for 100 years, losing 7 to 10% of its value. But in hyperinflating economies like Venezuela, Argentina, fill in the blank, the money loses 20, 30, 40% of its value a year, sometimes 80% of its value a year. In that case, you can't even carry money for a decade. You might not be able to hold money for a year in those economies. The Russian ruble's lost 35% of its value in the past few weeks, right? That's how fast it collapses. So fundamentally, we have this issue. I want to move money through time. I have a 100-year time frame. I'm an institution. The whole point is an institution is supposed to go on, right? And so how do you do it? No currency will work. Can you use gold? Well, gold as money is the best idea humanity had for like 5,000 years, but it's not a perfected idea. The problem with gold is gold miners produce 2% more gold a year. Okay, that's no better than the state of Florida seizing 2% of your property a year in a property tax. The half-life of gold, therefore, becomes about 30 years. You divide 2% into 70. In 35 years, your money's cut in half. Mm-hmm. Hold it for 100 years, it's cut in half 3 times. The second problem is it'll be stolen by a criminal or a politician that disagrees with you. And the third problem with it is that gold is a property you have to put in a vault. And if you have to put in a vault, then the counterparty, the bank, is able to hypothecate it and rehypothecate it, which means they basically sell 100 ounces of gold paper for every ounce of gold you hold, and they keep shorting it naked, and they hold the price down and manipulate the price. You can't hold your own gold. So ultimately, the problem with gold is holding money in gold over the course of 100 years is going to lose 85 to 90% of your wealth under the best of case. The other problem is you can't move money through space with gold. I need to move money through time and space. I need to hold it for 100 years, and I need to move it from here to Tokyo. If I want to move, $1 billion of gold is like 30,000 pounds or something. You want to move a bunch of money through space, it's going to cost you 3 to 6 months and $5 million to move it once. If you want to move it through time, you're going to lose 80, 90% of your money through time, and it's going to be seized. So gold's a pretty expensive way to move money. Currency is an ineffective way to move money. Property is only good so long as the nation state that the property is in chooses to allow you to continue to possess it. But of course, the oldest story in the world is, we lost the family farm because we couldn't pay the property taxes. You can hold the land. Buy 10,000 acres of land, someone moves in and sets up shop next to you, they incorporate a city, then they bring 50 people in the city, then they make themselves mayor, then they pass a property tax, then they annex your farm, then they give away free money to anybody that wants free housing in the city, then they double your property tax, so you can't pay your property tax, then they seize the property because you can't pay the property tax. So ultimately, property is not a very effective way to hold money for a long period of time, and you can't move money through space. So this is a problem.